I'm Don. This is Don and Julie's channel. RV with a chance of wine. Pretty good chance of wine. So a little bit about us. We're not exactly brand new to the trailer lifestyle, but we're not full-time either. We still work, still have careers, although we're coming kind of toward the end of that. So for 10 years or so, we had a bumper pull camping style trailer, 30-foot trailer. So we're very familiar with the way they work. We had that trailer for about 10 years, so very familiar how it worked. Not my first rodeo regarding a trailer. When the kids were younger, it was great. It was everything we needed. It had bunk beds in the back, had a queen bed up front for us, but it was camper style. So, I mean, when I say camper style, I mean, you know, you would sit outside and do your things outside. Not very comfortable inside just to sit around for entertainment purposes. But it was everything we needed. Had a great time. But then the kids grew up. Now then they stopped going with us anywhere. Heck, now we even have grandbabies. So about 2 years ago, we decided to go on one kind of big long trip with the trailer because it sat for most of a year. So we live in Northern California, and we took the trailer to Vegas, Grand Canyon, all the way down into Mexico, back up to Four Corners, Vegas again, and then ultimately coming back home. During that trip, we realized, as much as I like and enjoy sitting outside, it would have been nice to sometimes, you know, for an overnight stop, to have a recliner, put your feet up and just relax. So we knew, the wife and I both knew, that we were going to have to upgrade, that we had outgrown the kind of camper trailer lifestyle. So we started looking for a new trailer. We went to some RV shows. This is all pre-COVID, and actually started kind of making some decisions, and we almost bought one. We were settled on a 35-foot Grand Design Solitude. Great trailer, conventional fifth wheel layout. The only reason I didn't get it that day was because I had to change trucks. I had an old F-250 with 300,000 miles on it. Well, right after that, COVID hits, everything shuts down. So we ended up not buying anything just because there were no RV shows. And I mean, we could have gone to a dealer. There are a couple of big ones in California we could have gone to, but we decided just to hold off. So time goes on, then we hear about friends of a friend who are selling their fifth wheel trailer because they're retired and they want to upgrade to a Class A motorhome. So we end up meeting with them, and this is what we get. A 40-foot Keystone, Montana, 2-bathroom, 3910 FB Legacy with upgraded bells and whistles. This trailer is far more than what we were even looking at. And not only was it more, longer upgrades, more luxuries, it was less than what we were going to buy the Solitude for. We couldn't pass it up. We couldn't say no. We would have been stupid to turn it down. So we bought it. And one of the first things that I realized first was I know almost nothing about a fifth wheel hitch. Yes, I know about pull trailers, bumper pull. Yes, I have driven a big rig before and I know about how they work, basically, but not the trailer itself. So this video number 1, is kind of about my experiences with the fifth wheel, the new to me fifth wheel, and the fifth wheel hitch. So, not being that familiar with a fifth wheel hitch, one of the first questions I had is, should I get a pin lock, right? Kingpin pin box. Should I get a lock? My old bumper pull trailer had a little padlock I put through the flip up little bell there when it wasn't being used, so nobody could theoretically take it. So I reached out to some people on social media about, hey, should I get a lock for this? Does it need one? People had all kinds of suggestions on what type of lock to get. I even heard from some people that, no, you don't need one. You're going to be at a campsite where it's going to be jacks down, slides out, plugged in, hooked up, door locked, with neighbors. Which most likely is true, but it's not always going to be at a campground ready to, you know, it's not always going to be at a campground all set up. There are going to be times when it's not, like right now. It's just sitting in my driveway. Yeah, jacks are down, it's locked up, but if somebody knew what they were doing, they could force a door open and bring the jacks up and tow it away. So I did some research on different types of pin locks, Kingpin locks, and they're all different kinds, as you can imagine. There are kinds that are really heavy duty, I think are more for like a big rig style. And there are other kinds where it's, I think they're a little bit too cheap. It's almost like the key is just a screwdriver, and you put it on, turn the key until it gets tight like a screw. And I didn't want that. I wanted a big hunk of steel with a lock. Nice and simple, nothing to it. So this is what I ended up getting. And the way this works, very simple: key, lock, big piece of steel. And I'm surprised on how heavy this is. This is not a little cheap piece of metal. This is not a piece of aluminum. It's a piece of steel with a lock welded to it. So you just put it in there, turn the key, and it's locked. And it's even got a flag warning you so you don't try to back in and do any damage to your hitch. Now, is it going to stop anybody who wants to really seriously steal your trailer? Probably not. They come in with a handheld grinder, make all kinds of noise trying to cut it or drill out the lock, then I guess they'll be able to defeat it. But it's just another added piece of security. Same thing with a lock on your house. If somebody really wants to break into your house, they're going to break into your house. And in the end, why not? What have I got to lose? Again, it's only like 25, 26 bucks. There's a link down below if you want to take a look at it and order it yourself from Amazon. Easy peasy, nothing to it. What is it, Einie? Oh, you're right. It is time for a drink. We'll see you out there, boys and girls. Peace. When the kids were great, it was... when the kids... God. When the kids were younger, it was great. It was everything. This trailer is far more than we were. This trailer... It was less than what we were going to buy. It was less than what we were going to buy the Solitude for. And one of the first things I had to come to realization, Jesus. You're going to be at a campsite where it's going to be jacks down, slides out. Plugged in, doors locked, jacks down, where it's going to be jacks down, plugged in, hooked up. I wanted a big, that little peace of mind, that little, you're trying to lessen the crime of. I don't know if this is going to be Jesus. I don't know if this is going to end up being sitting. I don't know if this is going to end easy peasy, nothing to it.